Hey, what's up everybody? Corey here, and over the last couple of weeks I have just kept getting recommended this Fortet video where he does a little walkthrough of his live setup, and it's from like 10 years ago. And I finally watched it, and he does this thing with Cool Edit Pro, which for those that don't know, this was a super old program that was around the early days of like Sony Acid Pro, early days of Pro Tools. Very, you know, like it's not even like vintage, like early 2000s. And he does this thing with it, so let's watch it. And also Claire Danes is there for some reason.
On this computer, on Cool Edit, I've got melodic parts like this. The wonderful thing about Cool Edit is you just click on any bit with a mouse, it just starts looping that section. And if you click ridiculously fast,
so see, he's doing this like scrubbing of audio. It turns out you can do, you know, basically the same thing in Ableton, and then you can resample it and actually use this to create, you know, loops and stuff and kind of just weird parts. So we have this splice sample. So the thing you want to do is make sure that you turn the RAM on. So this is just chucking the sample into RAM so that your computer can access it faster. And then you have the Global Quantize up here. So by default, this is usually set to 1 bar, but if we set that to none, then you can just click anywhere here. When you see when you get the speaker, you can click and hold. And basically just scrub through the sample. So that's really fun. And then where this gets really neat is that if we have another audio channel right here, and then on the audio from, so that's the audio that we're going to pipe into this channel. If we pull that from the channel that our sample is on, this 620DH, then hit record, we can basically resample this. Right? And then we get the audio. So if we solo that, you can hear this. So that's cool. But I think where this gets like kind of usable, at least for me, is instead of doing no quantize, set the quantize to like 16th notes. And there you go. I mean, we got something right there. So I already went through and made a few different little pieces here. So similar to the last video that I put out on using the take lanes to chop samples, I find that sort of workflow of using the take lanes like in every session is incredibly helpful. And especially with this when you're resampling stuff. So we have, you know, basically these 4 different pieces here. They're all resampled from that original sample. It's a lot of samples. And if we just insert some more take lanes here, if you don't see this, you right click on the actual channel and then do show take lanes. So we can just throw these down here. Then if we go back to arrangement, we move our drums, loop that. Maybe duplicate that one over. I think this bottom one is actually like a pitch down thing. Yeah, I mean, that sounds sick. So then just tossing like that.
it sounds really nice.
There's so much that you can do with this. And again, I think it's really fun on stuff that doesn't have drums. It becomes a little bit more usable then. But anyways, just wanted to share this because I've been using Ableton for like 15 years and I didn't know that this was possible. And so maybe you didn't know that this was possible, or if you did, let me know in the comments how you use this. And if you didn't know this was possible, let me know in the comments how you're going to use this in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the Patreon and go to funthingsfunlife.com for one-on-one lessons. My name's Corey. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.